What's up, people? This is SiTHFuRion, and right now episode 4 of The Walking Dead has dropped, and I can't believe we're actually on episode 4 already. You know, it seems like it's just gone by really quick, and maybe a little bit too quick, because before you know it, the mid-season finale is going to be here, and then it's over, and we're going to have to wait a couple of more months for the show to come back on. You know, it's one of those, you know. But going into this episode, I just knew straight off the bat that we were going to go and pick up from Rick and see what's going on with the main group. But the big question was, are we going to go back to where we left off, as in on that dirt road, carrying Glenn and Abraham's body into the back of the RV and going on? Or are we just going to jump straight back to Alexandria and just see the after effects and the aftershocks of Negan's actions? And that's where we did actually go. We went straight back to Alexandria. Michonne and Rick are lying in bed. Rick looks like he's fucking out cold sleep, and Michonne can't sleep. And before you know it, she's up, sword on, and she goes up to the fireplace where she hung up the sword when they first got to Alexandria, and she reaches into the fireplace and pulls out a big fuck off rifle. And as she leaves, I don't think she knew, but Rick was standing there watching her as she walked out the door. But she ended up going out beyond the wall, going into a field, climbing on top of a burned out truck, I think it was, or a car, and just sat there with a rifle like she's waiting for someone or something. But meanwhile, Spencer and Rosita are just about to go out on a run together, simply because Negan has said, like, I want half of your shit. I'm going to be coming in a couple of days, and I want the shit to be ready. So they've got to get stuff together. If not, you know, there's going to be trouble. And as they're just about to leave, they're talking to Eugene, and guess who fucking turns up? Oh, it's Negan, ain't it? You just know for a fact Negan turned up. Yeah. Eugene looks so scared. What the fuck?
Dun, 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 dun. Little pig, let me in.
Wow.
Alright, everybody, let's get started. Big day.
Oh shit, Daryl.
Hey, Rick, you see that? What I just
Oh, Daryl looks like he's fucking... Oh shit.
service.
Yeah, so Daryl don't really look too good. And Rick actually had kind of a shocked look on his face when he saw him. Because, like, you could just see it in Daryl's eyes. He kind of looked like a wild animal that's been beaten and now is scared of his new owner. You know what I mean? It's like, the fuck, man? Anyway, Negan does what Negan does best. Throws weight around, acts like he's the one with the biggest dick in the group, and blah, 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 blah. He gives Rick Lucille. And practically the whole entire episode, Rick is carrying around the bat that killed his friends. Like, the fuck. This is one hell of a mental mind fuck. You know what I mean? Like, not only did I just kill your friends, but I killed your friends in a real savage, fucked up manner, and I want you now to carry the weapon that I did it with. Anyway, Negan basically just wants to be shown around, so Rick takes him for a walk, while Negan's group, they go off and take what they want from all the houses and shit. And at this point, Dwight shows his face, and he takes all the guns off Rosita and Spencer, and tries to do like the typical savior bullying tactic, like, you do as I say, go get me Daryl's bike. Go get me Daryl's bike. You know where it is, go get it. Anyway, Rosita and Spencer, they jump into the car to go out and find Daryl's bike. And you can just tell that Rosita isn't happy. She's pissed off. Like, one, she's pissed off at the fact that Rick and everyone else are bending over for Negan and the fucking saviors. And two, obviously, because of Abraham. She wants revenge, and I can see this getting really messy. And yeah, I'm just going to stick a fork in Rosita for now. Just... yeah, she's like a fucking lit fuse that's going to go off. So we jump back to Michonne, who sat there still in the middle of the field on top of the car with the rifle. She spent all that time waiting just for a walker, really. She missed. she's really off her game. Now, it's very, very clear that Michonne is still feeling the effects of what happened. And she's basically off her game. She's missing all those shots. So either she's trying to get herself mentally in that frame of mind again where she can hit the target, or she could be just practicing. She's getting ready because deep down I think she knows what's going to come, you know, and that people have to be ready. So we jump back to Alexandria, and Negan and Rick are just walking through the streets while Negan's people are just ransacking all the houses and taking whatever the fuck they want. And then all of a sudden this guy comes over and says like, Negan, I got something for you to look at. And it turns out it's the video of Rick when they first got to Alexandria, and Rick had the beard and all kind of savage, like, Urgh. Oh shit. Man bush.
Shit, I would not have messed with that guy. But that's not you anymore, is it? Nope.
Don't worry, Negan. You'll see that side of Rick one day. One day.
Whatever happened to that sick girl? That seemed like a hell of a stressful night for her.
Yeah, where's Maggie?
The way she was carrying on, she was married to number 2, right? Careful.
Ooh.
Careful how you're looking at me, Rick. Widows, especially ones that look like that, they are special. I love them. Right after their husbands go, they are just empty inside. But usually not for long. Where is she? I would love to see her.
Do you care to pay your respects?
Holy crap! You are creepy as shit. Wearing that collar with that freaky ass smile.
My apologies. I'm Father Gabriel.
She didn't make it.
What?
Damn tragedy.
No fucking way. No way.
You'd be surprised. Boy, people,
What was that? What the fuck? Oh, Negan looks pissed. Oh no, what's happened?
Put some back, but the next one goes in you.
Cole, what are you doing? So Cole's standing there, pointing a gun at some dude. Negan walks in, and I'm like, oh fuck, what are you doing, Cole? Like, fucking stop. And of course, he's upset because Negan did say, you give me half of your shit, and they're coming in and taking everything. And Negan basically says, half of your shit is what I say is half of your shit. So because of that little outburst, Negan wants all the guns. Every gun that's in Alexandria, Negan wants it. And in a way, it's a very smart tactic because it's like, if I've got all the guns, then I don't really have to worry about you coming and attacking me. So we jump back to Rosita and Spencer, and they found Daryl's bike. And as Spencer is kind of like loading it up into the back of the truck, Rosita just fucking jumps into the woods.
Maybe if Rick thought it through, it would have been different.
Fuck you, Spencer.
People might still be with us.
I've got a bad feeling he might end up siding with the fucking saviors.
This is where we are. We just gotta learn to live with it. Rosita!
Well, where the fuck is she going?
Rick today is a
So we go back to Alexandria, and things ain't going too good. Negan's a bit pissed because 2 guns from the armory has gone missing. Olivia keeps a record of everything, so she knows what's there and what's not there. And as 2 guns are missing, a Glock 9 and a 22, it's her fault that the guns are gone. And Negan basically says, like, Oh, I hate killing women. So now we kind of cut to, I guess you could say, like a town meeting inside of the church. Rick still has Lucille. He puts it down to one side, like, the fuck. And he basically tries to reason with everyone, like, look, I'm not in charge anymore. Negan is. We need to find these 2 guns. If not, Olivia's gonna die. So from here, we cut back to Rosita. Oh, so sexy Rosita. In the woods, she's got a knife and she's sticking it to some walkers. Luckily, one of them had a gun on him and she took it off him. Spencer turns up and she checks it. There's no bullets in it, but she now has a gun. You know, earlier Dwight had took all the guns off him, so now she actually has a firearm. So we cut back to Negan and he's basically sat with Olivia keeping her company. She looks so scared. But everyone's looking for the guns. Rick's starting to panic, like he's checking all the shelves, behind books. He's doing everything he can to try and find these guns until Gabriel walks in.
I feel like I know this is going to work out. No. We'll find the guns. We'll get through today. Then we'll find a way to go forward. How to beat this.
There is no beating this.
Yes, there is. Somehow.
True.
I have faith in us. I have faith in you. Things change. You're my friend. It wasn't always that way.
It's true.
Where's Michonne? Could she possibly?
She doesn't have anything that they're looking for. And what you did with Graves, it was quick thinking. Thank you.
Maggie's up at the hilltop.
Digging a grave, I knew it'd stay empty.
So Maggie's alive. Hey! I kind of knew it. Like, I was a bit shocked at first. And the reason why I haven't brought it up in this kind of review earlier, because I thought it's bullshit. Because why would they kill off a main character like that off camera? It don't make no sense. So, fuck it. Rick carries on trying to find the guns. And he comes across this little air vent in the floor. Takes it up and he finds some tins of food, a bottle of whiskey, and the 2 fucking guns.
You going to a party, little girl?
Can I keep them, please? It's just... Let me keep them.
Say please again, little girl.
Oh wow, really?
Please.
One more time.
Please.
Okay, saviors are dicks. We already know.
Be careful, little girl.
Oh, fuck you, man. I really hope she kills him. I really, really hope she's the one who does him in. I don't think we really needed that scene. A grown man kind of, in a way, harassing a 15-year-old child. I don't think we needed that. We already know that the saviors are dicks. I just hope that pays off later on. I hope she actually kills him at some point. Yeah. So Rick ends up taking those 2 guns that he's found and hands them over to Negan. And Negan's kind of happy about it. Over Negan's shoulder, Rick sees Michonne and he asks him for like a minute. Negan says no. So Rick pretty much begged him, like, please, can I just have a minute? You know, and Negan says yes. So Rick goes and speaks to Michonne.
We have to give up our guns, all of them.
We can't. If you keep it, and they find it, someone dies.
I'm not losing you or Carl or anyone else. I'm not losing anyone else.
Oh.
I'm giving it to them. You can let me.
Oh, I feel for him, man. Like, he's so scared like other people are going to get hurt. So Rick, he takes the rifle that Michonne had and hands it over to Negan as kind of like a sign of good faith. You know, like, look, we're willing to do as we're told. It's all cool. Can Daryl come back and stay with us? And Negan's like, well, let's ask him. And Daryl doesn't say fuck all. He keeps his mouth shut. So Negan tells Rick, like, look, I'm going to be coming back real soon. And you better have some interesting shit for me. If not, someone's going to die. And of course, at this point, Rosita and Spencer have turned up and they have Daryl's bike. And Negan's getting ready to leave. All the saviors are just about to get ready to go. And Negan makes Rick say thank you. Like, even this part kind of pissed me off a little bit. I thought, what the fuck, man? But a walker turns up in between the trucks and walks towards the gates, and Negan deals with it.
You need our help. Davey, hand me that candlestick over there. You know what I think, Rick? I think we're both gonna come out of this winners. Watch my form.
That cold, dead look. Oh, I need a grip in the back. Yep. Fuck. Oh, no. It's just a matter of time, man. Matter of time. Rick doesn't take the chance. He doesn't seize the opportunity to do Negan right there, right then. But there was hope. For a split second, we saw crazy, savage, full beard Rick popping up in those eyes again. And it's been a long time since we saw that side of Rick. And I've got a feeling that we are going to see that side of Rick again. One day. But for now, Rick kind of slips back into that whole you're the boss, you're in charge type of role. Just before they all leave, Negan basically says, like, in case you don't know, I just put my dick down your throat and you said thank you.
Spencer, you took the guns you had in your house. The Saviors wanted ours, all of them. There were 2 missing from the inventory. They were gonna kill Olivia. Spencer, you went into my house. They were gonna kill Olivia.
Yeah, dickhead.
I'm not faulting you for having the guns. I did it myself, but the food and liquor. That's because you're small, Spencer. You're weak. You got lucky with the walls. You got lucky with us.
Yeah.
We should have made a deal with them when we could have. Oh yeah, we're so lucky. You've led us all to the promised land, isn't that right, Rick? Here we are.
Wow.
I guess Glenn and Abraham were lucky too.
Oh shit. Turn around and walk back and punch him. Please, go on.
You say anything like that again to me, I'll break your jaw and knock your teeth out. You understand? Say yes. Yes.
I don't trust him. I don't trust Spencer.
You had guns?
Oof.
Why didn't you tell me after I...
She's quite sexy when she's feisty, man.
What I did to get wrong?
So yeah, Spencer's a bit of a dick. I mean, let's be honest, he always has been a bit of a dick. But Rosita, oh so sexy Rosita, I'm sorry, but she is, man, fuck it. She wasn't too happy when she found out. You know, she's all like, look, I put myself on the line out there for a fucking gun that had no bullets in, and you had guns, why didn't you say something? And he's all like, oh, I took them ages ago. But she's pissed, she's not happy, of course. Anyway, we cut to Rick, and he's back in the house, and he's basically trying to make like a makeshift bed for him and Michonne, because fucking the Saviors have took all the mattresses and shit. The bastards.
Everything we have, we got from fighting.
I made the choice. There aren't enough of us. It's about numbers.
There's the hilltop.
They still have the numbers.
And the kingdom.
We play by their rules. And we get some kind of life.
What kind of a life?
Yeah.
I had a friend. I don't talk about him. He was my partner. He got Lori and Carl to safety right after it all started. I couldn't. I was in the hospital. I didn't know what was happening. 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 I was in the hospital. I didn't know what was happening. I was in the hospital. I didn't know what was happening. I was in the hospital. I didn't know what was happening. I was in the hospital. I didn't know what was happening. I was in the hospital. I didn't know what was happening. I was in the hospital. I didn't know what was happening. I was in the hospital. I didn't know what was happening. I was in the hospital. I didn't know what was happening. I was in the hospital. I didn't know what was happening. I was in the hospital. I didn't know what was happening. I was in the hospital. I didn't know what was happening. I was in the hospital. I didn't know what was happening. I was in the hospital. I didn't know what was happening. I was in the hospital. I didn't know what was happening. I was in the hospital. I didn't know what was happening. I was in the
Wow.
I love her. She's my daughter. But she isn't mine. I had to accept that. I did. So I could keep her alive.
Wow.
I'll die before she does, and I hope that's a long time from now so I can raise her and protect her and teach her how to survive. This is how we live now. I had to accept that too so I could keep everyone else alive.
It's not your fault when people die.
Not always, but sometimes it is.
Oh. So Rick has known the whole time. I could be wrong, but I think this is the first time we've had a reference to Shane, probably since the start of season 3. It's been so long since any reference to Shane. I just thought it was real cool. Anyway, we're back to Michonne. She's out in that field again, sat on top of the car. She's looking around and she sees some smoke. And as soon as I fucking saw it, I thought, bastards. Bastards. I fucking knew what they did straight off the bat. They had burned all the fucking mattresses. Because they've got beds. They don't need to take them. They took them just because they could. The bastards. So the episode pretty much ends with Rosita picking up that bullet shell case. And she takes it to Eugene like, make me a bullet. And of course, if anyone could make a bullet, it's him. And if you think back to the end of the last season, him and Abraham, they found that like factory place where they could make bullets. So of course, this is where they're going to start making bullets now. But Rosita wants a bullet. And I think it's pretty fair to say that Negan's name is going to be on it. Right, so that was episode 4. Pretty good episode. Could have picked up the pace a little bit. We're on episode 4 now. We're halfway through like the mid-season chunk. It's time to really get the story going. The Walking Dead has this kind of habit of dragging its feet sometimes when it comes to the main story. And this episode, I wouldn't really call it a filler episode. It was more of a setup. You know, they were just setting up stuff that's going to pay off later. Everything to do with Rosita and the bullet and being pissed off. Everything with Spencer, I've got a bad feeling he's going to end up turning on Rick and probably going to Negan and the Saviors. So this episode felt like a setup for stuff later, but also they reinforce stuff that we already know. Like 1, we already know the Saviors are dicks. You don't need to keep going on about it. And 2, we already know that Rick is bent over a barrel and he's getting shafted. And there's fuck all we can do. We already know that. There's no need to spend a whole entire episode on it. I think everything that we saw in that episode could have been cut down and crammed into the first 20 minutes. To be honest with you. Just 20 minutes of Negan and the rest of the people coming in, doing what they want, when they want, how they want, fucking stealing half the shit and being dicks about it and going. And then spending the rest of the episode seeing how people reacted to it. Seeing people getting pissed off, seeing people getting angry at Rick and talking about fighting back and generally moving the storyline along, you know. But no, we just dwell on the same thing whole episode. Like, don't get me wrong, it was a good episode, but it's almost as if they had one little idea and then they stretched it out over the whole 40 odd minutes. If you see what I'm saying. Like, I've just got this real bad feeling that the storyline ain't really going to pick up until the mid-season finale. I'm just going to throw that out there for now, you know what I mean? Like, episode 1 was a great start to the season, absolutely amazing. Episode 2 was a good look at the kingdom. Episode 3 was a real good, insightful look into the Saviors, like what life is like on the other side of the fence. But now we've come back to Alexandria, it's like, we already know what this place is like. And it's good that we now see what it's like with the reign of Negan, but it didn't have to be set up the way that it did. Like I said, it could have just been the first 20 minutes. Then Negan leaves and seeing how people react to it. But yeah, I guess we're just going to have to wait until next week and see what happens. Hopefully the next episode will be the one where the main story starts picking up. We could go back to the hilltop, or we could be following Daryl again, going back to the Saviors camp. I don't know, but we're just going to have to wait and see, man. Alright? Give this video a thumb up if you like it. Comment down below, let me know what you think. And subscribe if you haven't already, man. Alright? I've been SiTHFuRiON. I'll catch you in the next one, man.